Hey guys, Ali's Tech here, and today we are talking about this iPhone XS Max. So this is the gold version of the phone, and it's a 256GB. It is, of course, another beautiful iPhone. No headphone jack, of course. No modern day iPhone has a headphone jack, apart from the latest iPhone that Apple sells is the iPhone SE, and it's only on the clearance website, and it has a headphone jack. Alright, so I'll just talk about this phone. Of course, this video is long overdue. This phone was like released in October, and right now it's February of the next year. Alright, so what does this phone feature? It does, of course, have a big 6.5 inch. It's the biggest iPhone. It's the biggest iPhone ever. Biggest display ever on an iPhone. It's a 6.5 inch. What Apple calls a Super Retina HD display. So it is an OLED display. As you can see here, you can't really tell the difference between where the notch is and where the pixels are just turned off on the display. Alright, so of course this does have the gesture based system. So if I go into the App Store here, it is all gesture based. You just swipe up. Control center from it's based just like the iPhone X. It does, of course, have the dual lens camera. The dual lens camera with the quad tone LED flash, and it's also stainless steel, surgical grade stainless steel sides, which I can't show you because it has a case on. Glass back. They say it's the strongest glass ever on an iPhone. Apparently it's even stronger than the iPhone X's glass from last year. So what's the difference between this and the iPhone X? Of course, it is a bigger display. The iPhone X was 5.8 inches and this is 6.5 inches. This has the A12 Bionic chip inside. The iPhone X had an A11 Bionic chip inside. So what does this phone, how does that improve the phone? So it does, of course, speed it up quite a bit. Better camera capabilities, believe it or not, with the actual just changing the chip. Faster Face ID, and much better AI capability. So what can you do with the camera? That's better. Alright, so if I go into camera and I go into portrait mode, you will see this F, which is where you can change the actual depth of the picture. So you can make it blurrier and less blurry. So if I take a picture of something, alright, so I'll find a picture to take. Alright, so I'll take a picture of this remote. I don't know if I'm far away enough. It says move further away. Alright. Alright. There we go. So we got natural light there. Then I can change how blurry it is. That's quite a bit blurrier. This phone does have 3D touch and all the other things you would expect from an iPhone. The iPhone XR is the one that didn't have 3D touch. Alright, so we got that picture in there. So that's really blurry, quite blurry. Alright, so let's see. We can go into edit here and we can change it. So of course, just adjust it. That's basically just clear, it doesn't have portrait mode on. And there we do have portrait mode on. Alright, so it does have some nice sounds there. Just discard that change. Alright. So it does have faster Face ID, which I can't show you because this isn't my phone. And better AI capabilities. So another thing with this phone is if you're in a certain website in Safari and you're looking at a handbag or something to buy, or some furniture on the IKEA website or something, if the website supports it, you can, with this phone, you can just click on a button, and what it'll do is show you how this item will look in your house. and it's quite good as well. Of course, we all know how far Apple is ahead of Android competition in terms of performance and actual like speed, and another thing against Android is with iPhones you get updates straight away, and since this is a new iPhone, the latest iPhone, I'm pretty sure it should be supported by the looks of like how old phones have been supported for like another 6 years to come, which pretty much no Android phone I know does that. And I don't think any Android phone has done that before. 6 years, just like the iPhone 5S has now been going for 6 years. And the iPhone 5 was going for 5 years, so it should be around 4 or 6 years, something like that. So this is 6.5 inch, just the iPhone XS Max. What differences are there? The only way to tell the difference, because it's only an S upgrade, there's no change in the bodywork and only inside. So the only way to tell the difference between the 10 and 10S is that it has there's 6 ports here, 6 like holes there for the speaker and microphone. And there's only 4 there. On the iPhone 10 it's symmetrical, I believe is the word, and that means that the ports are equal on each side. This also does have stereo recording. Of course it does have stereo speakers just like all the iPhones from the iPhone 7. So there is a speaker up here in the notch, which you can't see because of the wallpaper, and there is another speaker down here, and it does use all microphones to like record, and it gives you much better sound. Of course, it does also have Smart HDR, which is another feature thanks to the A12 Bionic chip, which basically, if there's like sun, it'll like kind of like make the photo look better, and you're not like covered up by the sun as you might be in some other photos. And 5.8 to 6.5. The Apple still does make the iPhone XS in the 5.8 inch, which is the same size as the iPhone 10 came in. They don't make the iPhone 10 anymore because the XS is the same price. Also, this phone does come in 512 gigabytes of storage, which is more than enough for most people. And of course, still the Lightning port, no USB-C on the iPhones yet. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Ali's Tech. Subscribe, like, and share. Hope you enjoyed the video. And turn post notifications on so you get alerted when I make new videos.